Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, I want to go over the darkest secrets of the enemy year. So the darkest secrets of the enemy year, guys, is that your enemy year isn't as bad as you think. The enemy year can be a very, very interesting time. I've noticed there's a lot of mixed reviews of it online, but the truth of the matter is that if you actually know how to adapt to an enemy year, it could be one of the best years of your life. You can actually reverse what the universal code is for it and really make it a very advantageous year to yourself if you just simply know how to move. Take my hood off. So you simply have to just know how to move, guys. And what I mean by that is we're talking about Chinese astrology enemy years in particular right now. I'm not really talking about the numbers. The numbers to me are more of a threat. I don't really, not to say I don't respect the Chinese zodiac, but I don't really think that it has that much relevance, especially if you have a good number for one. Like, one of the dark secrets is that if your enemy year falls under, like, let's say you have a universal year 8, like me in 2024, and then I'm a life path 8, that I made the most money I ever made in my life that year. Like, I still am trying to catch up with what I did last year, this year in a neutral year. I'm in a 9 year now, and a 9 universal year, excuse me, a personal year 3, and I'm still simply just trying to catch up with what I did last year in my personal year 11, enemy year, dragon, because I'm a dog, and then me being a life path 8. If I was just simply a numerologist that didn't respect astrology, I would just say, oh yeah, 2024, great year, which it was. So this is where I have a hard time adjusting to the Chinese astrology at times, but I know how to look at things from different angles. I'm a Gemini, so I look at things from all angles. And I do see like where the relevance is still in it. Like, I get it, I have common sense. So to give you guys some of the dark secrets is this: do not be fooled. If you have the same life path number as the universal year within your enemy year, you're going to be completely fine. I know that sounds very confusing. It's like saying your cousin's brother's mom's sister. I'll just say it again. If the universal year is the same as your life path number and it's the enemy year, you're going to be completely fine. You don't have to do anything. I wouldn't even say get a ritual. Like, you don't have to do anything at all. You'll be completely fine. If you have a different number there, even if it's not an enemy number, but it's the Chinese astrology enemy year for you, like next year for my rats, yeah, you got to be very careful. The reason being, the rat and the horse is one of the most vicious enemy signs that there is. The reason being is the horse used to run this matrix, now the rat does, right? So understanding that the rat is the wealthiest sign out of all the Chinese zodiac signs. So when they have to receive their karma, sometimes it can be brutal from the horse, who feels like they're the rebel. They're the ones who always get the short end of the stick, but they're very determined. Water break. They get the short end of the stick. So you got to be very careful if you're a rat going into a horse here right now. If it's not a, if you're not a life path 1 and you're a rat, like, you need to be extremely careful. You need to make sure that you get an enemy year ritual for 1. And you also need to look at your transit report for 2 to actually adapt to your environment and to the year that you're going into completely. If you don't do those 2 things, you're going to be completely screwed. The next thing, though, the secrets more so of this enemy year, is that a lot of you guys, what you don't realize is that in your enemy year, let's say you don't get anything, transit report, all this stuff, you're going to run into what seems like good luck. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of people in the enemy year will say they ran into like their soulmate and stuff, and it turns out to be like the woman or the man that like takes everything from them after marriage. But you'll run to people, you'll find that if you're a guy, a lot of girls are gonna like you. Like, I literally had a random hookup like February 11th, 2024, like some Super Bowl party my boy had, like, just right away, right into the enemy year. Like, it was crazy. So it's just, it's weird like that. Like, you'll just find that, like, it's very easy to get what you want in enemy year. You might find that there's a lot of immoral ways for you to get money, a lot of opportunities. That was available to me as well, for sure. You're just gonna find that things are a lot easier in very immoral ways. When I say that, the dark secrets are through sexuality. Whether you're a man or woman, if you're a woman, you're gonna find a lot of guys like you, maybe rich guys, maybe gangsters, scammers. You're gonna find that those guys are more attracted to you if you're a girl in your enemy year. The same goes for money. If you're a girl, you might find that there's just different opportunities for you to make money in very just immoral ways. I'm not going to go into details. YouTube can just restrict me for anything. If you have questions about what I mean by that, just hit me up and I'll answer that one for free. But yeah, like, you'll just get a lot of immoral opportunities. Obviously, it depends on your environment where you are, but no matter what, the algorithm still exists. Like, you're going to find that those things, negative things when it comes to money and sexuality, are going to be attracted to you like none before. You're going to find that your social life goes upwards, not downwards the way you would think. And what the enemy year is doing is it's setting a trap for you. And what do I mean by that? It's setting the trap by, it will make it seem, especially for the first half of the year, and there's going to be a differentiation between that, which I'm going to go into in a second. But usually, for the first half of your enemy year, you'll find that, like, yeah, the enemy year is not real. Shem's talking crap. All these other numerologists, astrologists, they're talking crap. It's not real. That's what you're going to find. It's like, yeah, the enemy year is not real. What will happen, though, is the enemy year actually takes place universally when they say, right? Like next year for the horse year, I believe, I don't quote me on this, I'll Google it after. I should have done that before that, so sorry guys. Excuse me, rats. I don't mean to give you guys some misinformation, but I believe it's February 17th next year is when the horse year starts. But you got to watch out after that. If you have a birthday, let's say before that, you'll find that as soon as February 17th hits, your luck and stuff might change. And what I mean by that is, like, you might have a random negative thing happen right away, or it might be a positive thing, but it's like a pillow casing over an ironclad, an iron fist that's going to screw you after. The same goes for if your birthday is later. Like for me, I had a big issue with my family in June of last year, but my birthday is May 25th, right? So what happened was, as soon as my birthday hit, I found that, like, yeah, all this good stuff that was happening to me, like, just got flipped upside down very quickly. Still made more money, still had things happen, but I did see where things could happen. The only thing why I was prepared and it didn't affect me that much is I had my, I'm a Virgo rising. My transit told me, yeah, you're gonna have a betrayal by family in May. Go figure. So like I was already on like a different tangent, for lack of a better word, but like I was already doing what I needed to do to prepare myself for a certain circumstances. So like a transit report will make you forecast how your enemy year will go, and you'll see where it's going to hit you. That's why I'm saying to get the transit so much to you guys, especially if you're going to enemy year. You can see exactly when it's going to hit you and how, whether it be through money, whether it be through health, whether it be through relationships, whether it be through family, whether it be through your job. You'll know. It's going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. So you just need to use that to then navigate your reality or your world that year. That's all it really is. But the dark secret is that, guys, is that after your birthday in an enemy year is when your luck polarity starts to change. And you'll find that, like I said, the enemy year hits you with honey first. It wants to entice you, wants to draw you in, and then it hits you. So look out for those things. My advice is to really and truly, I would personally say, just, even if you have social stuff to do, back away from it a little bit. Business opportunities, I wouldn't necessarily take them too seriously unless you're absolutely sure about what's going on and you checked with your transit and made sure that that business opportunity is in line with your algorithm. But aside from that, that is my best advice for people in enemy years. Those are the dark secrets that are there. It's the sexuality, the money, and the birthday. If you understand those three things, even without getting any services from me, you should still be okay. The transit report, I can't push enough. Like, it saved my life last year, literally saved my life. But I can't advise you any more than that, guys. Like, that's just as real as it gets. If you can actually bypass things by knowing that after your birthday and enemy years when something bad will most likely happen, unless you have your transit, you can navigate around it. If you understand that money and sexuality are going to be the things that the enemy year uses to attract you, lure you in, to then destroy you later in life, you'll win. Other guys online will say, oh yeah, your enemy year can go good sometimes, even if you make money, even if you meet a wife or a husband or whatever. That could affect you 10 years later. That's true, yeah. I agree with the people that are saying that. Because it's in the matter of, like, let's say somebody gets into crime, like in their enemy year. That crime that they do in their enemy year, they'll probably go to jail for in the following years after. They might not get caught in the enemy year, but the enemy year still won. They're looking at it like, yeah, my enemy year, haha, I made more money. But they don't realize that they got probably incriminated. Maybe the police are watching them. There's a whole host of things. And the things that I'm saying aren't random. This is through personal experience of me seeing things around me. I have a very diverse crowd around me, to say the least. So I do see how these things actually come into play. But yeah, guys, that is the full video, guys. If you have any questions for me whatsoever, interested in the services, hit me up in the comment section. Or if you just want to skip all that, you want to get a service, hit me up, ShemsUniverse 8.0 on Instagram or shemsuniverse@hotmail.com for my email, and I'll respond to you right away. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I'll be back tomorrow with more videos. Peace.